days on this stakeout, and all we've caught are some rays, Ivy.
Well, hey, if CrimeNet's right and Carmen is after the statue of Little Mermaid, it wouldn't hurt to brush up on our Hans Christian Andersen. We might scope out a clue as to why she'd want it.
What is it, boy?
Himself, but it looks like we've got trouble.
It's Carmen busting a move.
Whoa! Hjälp! Det är så väldigt glad!
Let's check those ice pirates into the penalty box, sis.
She comes! Come on!
Here goes nothing! I got the statue! And you're next, Carmen!
Nice save, Zach!
But we missed Carmen again!
My detectives froze you out this time, Carmen.
Mark my words, player. The last chapter has yet to be written on this little story.
Brother and sister detectives Zach and Ivy foiled yet another attempted heist by Carmen Sandiego and captured 2 henchmen. Boy, all this publicity is getting pretty embarrassing, huh, Zach?
Speak for yourself. They've been giving me freebies at the arcade all week, sis.
Our CrimeNet bulletin just in, so we interrupt this cheap tabloid journalism.
Hey, I happen to like cheap tabloid journalism, Chief. Especially when it's about me.
Well, while you sit on your big fat laurels, Zach, Carmen Sandiego's on the move again. She was just spotted in London, that's in England, near the house of this dude, famous 19th century author
Charles Dickens! Oh, I love his novels! I bet I've read A Christmas Carol a dozen times!
What's with the writers? First Hans Christian Andersen and now Charles Dickens.
Maybe Carmen's joined the Steal a Literary Classic of the Month Club. Player, C5 us to Charles Dickens' house.
Righto, grab your deer stalkers. You're on your way from San Francisco to London, England, sleuthing ground of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's famous detective, Sherlock Holmes himself.
London is the capital city of England and home of Westminster Abbey, the Empire State Building, and the Tower Bridge.
Chief, the Empire State Building is in New York City.
New York City? Sorry about that. The mainframe's been cross-linking files all day. Security is checking it out.
Hey, that's Oliver Twist!
He's the orphan boy from Charles Dickens' first big book.
Yep, and get this twist, pardon the pun. Oliver was inspired by Dickens' own life. Young Charles's real family was so poor, they were tossed into prison when they couldn't pay their bills. And 12-year-old Chuck had to go to work in a shoe polish factory to feed himself, and that stuff tastes terrible.
Come here, you little Dickens.
Wonder if that's where that saying came from. Oh, well, check please, I'm out of here.
The lass got away.
We're from the Acme Detective Agency, and that's no lass.
That's Carmen Sandiego. Come on.
Police business, mate. The tourists will have to wait.
wrong side of the street.
Relax, Zach. You're supposed to drive on the left side in England.
She went into Trafalgar Square. Where's the woman who was on this bike?
She went that way. Let's split up. She can't be far. It's Carmen!
When Charles Dickens began writing, his publisher paid him by the line, the paragraph, or the page. When Charles Dickens was first published, he was paid by the line.
Hope you don't mind if I share your cab, detectives. As a famous American poet Robert Frost once wrote, I've miles to go before I sleep.
Yeah, well, as this poet says, roses are red, violets are blue, Carmen is gone, so what do?
We go check out Dickens' house, little bro, and see what Carmen stole. The curator says the only thing missing is Charles Dickens' inkwell.
Why an inkwell when she could have ripped off any of these antique books? David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol by... Whoa! Charles Dickens' favorite writer must have been Charles Dickens.
Zach, look! This one's brand new. The biggest what?
It's gotta be a clue to Carmen's next robbery. Player, info scan things that are the biggest of their kind.
Biggest fish, the whale shark.
Carmen's into writers, player. What's big that has to do with writing?
Biggest word in the English language, 45 letters. Pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Thank you. It means a lung disease caused by inhaling very fine dust particles.
Hey, check it out, Ivy. The only thing big here is the mistake we're making. Look at the cover page, written by nom de plume. Nom de plume, that means a made-up name writers use instead of their real ones, doesn't it? Player, info scan famous writers who didn't use their real names.
Alice in Wonderland was written by Lewis Carroll, whose real name was Charles Dodgson. O. Henry, of those oh-so-surprise-ending short stories, was really William Sidney Porter. And Charles Dickens even published his first work under the nom de plume, Buzz.
Zach, here's some interesting reading. Chapter 1. You'll find me at the river and never the Clemens shall meet.
No wonder Carmen used a nom de plume. She can't even get her cliches right. It's supposed to be, and never the twain shall meet.
Zach, Carmen did that on purpose. Samuel Clemens wrote under the nom de plume Mark Twain. Clemens Twain, that's the clue.
You'll find me at the river and never the twain shall meet. I'll bet my library card she's after something belonging to Mark Twain.
And the river's gotta be the Mississippi. Some of his most famous stories took place along its banks. Player, C5 us to the Mark Twain Museum in Hannibal, Missouri. Carmen's book tour is about to come to an end.
You're on your way from London, England to Hannibal, Missouri in the good old USA. Missouri is home to some of the Mississippi riverboats, the St. Louis Gateway Arch, and where 33rd President of the United States, Harry S. Truman, was born.
Whoa, looks like rush hour in New York City, Chief.
Well, the Mississippi River is the main water highway in the United States. It's over 2,000 miles long and runs through 10 states. In the mid-1800s, Samuel Clemens, a.k.a. Mark Twain, rode the Mississippi in a riverboat. In fact, that's how he got the idea for that nom de plume of his. Young Sam had a job measuring the depth of the water, and when it was safe to pass, he'd yell,
Mark Twain!
That's just 2 feet higher than a basketball hoop.
Okay, here.
Chief, what's wrong?
Security's trying to work out the mainframe glitch. We'll handle it, no problem, bookworms. You brace yourself for a landing in Hannibal, Missouri, and stop Carmen Sandiego!
Another smooth landing. Huh?
Just what do you think you're doing wrecking this fence?
Mark Twain?
You see him too? Ah, good, because I thought it was the fall.
Sir, it was an accident.
Accident or no, today is our big celebration for Mark Twain, and I'm going to do some readings right in front of this famous fence as soon as you repair it.
Gee, I'm sorry. You can send the bill to the Acme Detective Agency.
Bill my foot! You're gonna fix it!
Didn't Mark Twain once say, never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow?
He said it, but he wasn't talking about you.
Great. We're supposed to be tracking Carmen. Now what are we gonna do?
Maybe we can use an idea from a Mark Twain book, little bro. Boy, this sure is fun, huh, Zach?
What are you, nuts? I hate painting.
So did Tom Sawyer, but remember what he did to get out of it?
All right. I'd rather paint than just about anything in the world.
That's really fun. Can I try?
Nah, only big kids are allowed to have this much fun. Sorry.
Hey, I'm big. I caught a 25-pound catfish right out of the Mississippi River.
Hey, I'm bigger than he is.
Yeah?
I'll give you my trusty pocket tool pal if I can paint.
And I'll give you my fishing line and my skateboard.
Well, you gotta hand it to Tom Sawyer. He sure knew how to make hard work pay off. Come on. That's Carmen's henchwoman, Paige Turner.
She's a world-renowned expert on literature and loves playing out crimes from famous novels.
While I distract everyone with a reading from their hero, you steal Twain's cherry writing desk.
Mind if we redecorate?
Not so fast, detectives. Carmen said you two might show up for my reading. You'll have to excuse me, detectives. My public awaits.
First Charles Dickens'ink, well, now Mark Twain's writing desk. What is Carmen up to?
The only way we'll find out is by checking out.
Tom Sawyer was a made-up story, but it was based on real people in Mark Twain's life.
Hurry, Zach!
And it's true that Mark Twain himself was once really lost in a cave with a childhood girlfriend named of Laura Hawkins, an adventure he later wrote into Tom Sawyer.
Look, another Carmen clue book.
No time now unless you speed read, little bro.
Stop! She's pretending to be me, pretending to be Mark Twain!
If Huck Finn traveled the Mississippi by raft, so can we.
Ivy, he wasn't chasing a speedboat.
True, but he didn't have an outboard motor, and we do.
Ivy, go right! Go right! Go right! Ah!
I can't!
What U.S. river runs through 10 states? The Mississippi River runs through 10 American states.
Boy, wait till the chief gets the bill for that raft.
Yeah, especially after us losing Paige Turner and Mark Twain's writing desk.
At least we still have Carmen's book.
You two look like something the catfish dragged in.
It's a long story, Captain. Care to hear it over a cup of cocoa?
Look at all these names. Oliver Twist, Jim Hawkins, Huckleberry Finn.
Heidi, Meg, Beth, Joe, and Amy March. Mowgli?
They're all kids from famous novels.
Player, cross-reference these characters.
Still having technical difficulties, Gumshoes? Please stand by.
Ah, man, not again. Hey!
Whoa-ho-ho! Hot tip from CrimeNet. Looks like Carmen just swept into India like a monsoon, where she stole a jungle ruin similar to one described by Rudyard Kipling in his Jungle Books.
Ah, Mowgli. People are so uncivilized. Aren't you glad you were raised by wild beasts?
Dickens'ink, well, Twain's desk, Kipling's jungle ruin. What do they have in common?
Well, Charles Dickens wrote about Oliver Twist, Rudyard Kipling wrote about Mowgli, And both were kids without families, right?
Right, but Mark Twain wrote Tom Sawyer and he had a family. I mean, not parents, but he lived with his Aunt Polly, remember?
Wait a minute, Zach, that's it! Tom Sawyer, Oliver Twist, and Mowgli were all orphans!
So?
So, if there's another orphan on Carmen's list, look! Heidi! She was an orphan girl who lived in the Swiss Alps.
Heidi was written by Johanna Spyri in Switzerland. That's gotta be the connection, Ivy.
Player, C5 us to the Alps, home of writer Johanna Spyri.
Hope you brought your Swiss Army knife, kids, because we're on our way from the flatlands of Hannibal, Missouri, to the mountainous terrain of Mayenfeld, Switzerland.
Hey, isn't that Hannibal and his elephant?
Yep. Back in 218 BC, this famous Carthaginian general marched his whole army and a pack of pachyderms right over the Swiss Alps. Boy, if one of these guys got a head cold, you'd know it.
Gesundheit. Good thing I packed my pachydermal underwear.
Look, Ivy! Well, one thing you can always say for Carmen, she's dramatic. The biggest crimes of all time. That's what the biggest meant.
So that's what all this is about. Twain's desk, Dickens' inkwell. Carmen's writing her memoirs.
And she stole a ruin Kipling described, putting it on a remote mountaintop for
The perfect writer's hideaway.
Then why did you lead us here with clues if you wanted to be left alone, Carmen?
I needed to take you offline for a while, detectives. You see, while you were running around the world, Professor Sarah Bellum was hacking into the Acme computer system.
That's why the mainframe's been acting up. You were playing around with CrimeNet files.
Not playing, Zach. I've just stolen the entire Acme Detective Agency.
What?
That's impossible!
It's my most brilliant crime ever, and the perfect final chapter for my memoirs. See you on the bestseller list.
Gotta get that CD back!
We'll never catch her!
Maybe we won't have to if we can make her drop it.
Huh?
Big fresh snowfall on top of old icy packed snow plus noise equals...
Yes! We did it, Zach! She dropped the CD!
Yes, the Fish-O-Matic. It casts, it reels, it catches endangered floppies. Sorry, Carmen. This is one last chapter you'll never write.
Nice catch, Zach. Too bad you'll never be able to do that with me.
She gets away every time. What's the use of chasing her?
Perk up, little bro. We got everything back, didn't we?
But we always get everything back, sis. When are we gonna get her? That's an ending I want someone to write for us.
We'll bring it up at the next staff meeting once we get the chief back online.
Yeah, a big splashy ending with Carmen going to jail and you and me on the cover of magazines all over the country. We'll go on Donahue. We'll get our own book deal. We'll be famous.
Acme's back in business, Carmen, and your thieving days are numbered.
Ha! One of the rules to good writing applies here, player. Only write about what you know, and anything unnecessary, cut out. almost out, Carmen. A good robbery must have music.
Well,
it's Carmen Sandiego.
I do find Beethoven's Pastoral Symphony so inspiring. The perfect crime is like a good symphony player. When every note is played exactly right, it's a masterpiece.
You're gonna hit a sour note, and I'll bust you, Carmen.
That'll take some great detective work, player. And I doubt you've got the talent.
Carmen's pulled off some pretty wild thefts in her time, Chief.
But why steal some opera house?
This isn't just any opera house. We're talking about one of the architectural wonders of the 20th century. This little masterpiece opened in 1967 after 16 years and $102 million, creating this design that picks up the sailboat imagery of the harbor. And it is not a good day in the land down under, mates.
Huh? Check it out, Ivy. I know that song. It's a waltz by Johann Strauss called...
On the beautiful blue Danube.
Right, and the Danube is a river in Europe. Wanna bet that's where Carmen's gonna strike next? Player, quick, bring up a map.
Hello, Zach. The Danube is the second longest river in Europe. It flows almost 1,800 miles.
Kinda narrows down where Carmen could be. Nah.
Okay, what about this? Carmen steals the opera house on the night of a Beethoven concert, and now she leaves us a waltz by Strauss. Maybe there's some connection.
It's worth a shot. Player, cross-reference Beethoven and Strauss.
Dateline 1770. Beethoven is born in Bonn, Germany. 34 years later, Strauss rocks the cradle in Vienna, Austria. Ludwig van Beethoven was one of the famous composers of all time. Yo, Blood Babe, get off the floor, you famous, buy some furniture. Back in the 1700s, this long hair really got into some serious tunes. Religious masses, chamber music, and symphonies.
Hey, Chief, my piano teacher told me that Beethoven went deaf and he still composed music.
Yeah, dude was definitely into heavy piano. And Johann Strauss was into music light. But his old man didn't want him to become a musician, even though he was no slouch in the music world.
What are you doing? Music'll drive you crazy.
So Strauss practiced the violin secretly.
Forget the music. Get a job. Learn to blow glass. Anything.
But Strauss persisted and went on to write one of the most famous waltzes of all time.
That's my Johann. I always knew he'd be a great musician, just like his old man. Yo, 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 Johann!
No match so far. Keep scanning.
Check this out. When Beethoven grew up, he moved to the most famous city in Europe for music.
Vienna, Austria! Zach, both Beethoven and Strauss lived in and wrote music in the same city.
And Vienna's on the beautiful blue Danube. That's gotta be where Carmen's going.
Zach, listen.
Hey, don't look at me. I couldn't carry a tune if it had handles and Velcro.
It's another part of the clue. A little night music by Mozart.
Zach, doesn't that sound, I don't know, kind of funny?
Yeah, that's because Carmen's playing it in a minor key, but it begins in a major key, like this.
Whoa, think the minor key thing is a clue? Minors, gold miners, silver miners, minor birds.
Or minor, as in a kid, not an adult, like Mozart, who was writing symphonies by the time he was 9 years old.
Player, are there any musical whiz kids in Vienna today?
Extra, read all about it tonight at the Vienna State Opera House. A selection of works by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, featuring a 12-year-old violin prodigy, Sebastian Key.
Woohoo, Zach, our minor key.
All right, player, C5 us to the Vienna State Opera House, front row center.
Check it out, you clue-busting continent crashers, or CBCCs. You're heading north from Australia to Austria. Vienna, the largest city in Austria, is famous for its music and architecture, like St. Stephen's Cathedral, Schönbrunn Palace, and the State Opera House.
Hey, that's Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
told you little Wolfie was a major minor, Zach. He started playing the harpsichord at age 4.
The piano had been around for a few years, but Mozart, more than any other composer, helped make it popular. Sorry, kids. Blame it on the Wolfman when your mom makes you take lessons. All right, let's blow this mother keyboard.
Come on, let's check on the kid.
Tut mir leid, keine Besucher. Der junge Herr Key nimmt immer ein Schläfchen, bevor er spielt.
Carmen Sandiego stole my violin! Help!
She's headed towards St. Stephen's Cathedral. Come on!
Give it up, Carmen!
Split up.
Forget them! Carmen's in here!
Wow!
You're mine, Carmen!
Hold it right there! Come on, sis, the tower!
Thanks for the Danube River clue, Carmen!
Now we're gonna send you up the river for a good long time!
The only river I'm headed for isn't a river at all, detectives.
No, Ivy! Don't let go!
Afraid I can't take you with me, detectives. You'll have to get off at the next stop.
Let's go, Ivy!
If we let Carmen pick our next stop, it'll be a deserted island somewhere!
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was the greatest musical prodigy who ever lived. How old was he when he began composing? Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart began composing minuets when he was 5 years old.
Chief! Help!
You rang. Listen up, super slayers of clue dragons. They gave Sebastian Key another instrument, but he couldn't play a note without his own violin.
Guess I'd feel the same if someone snaked my keyboard, Chief.
This wasn't just any violin. It's a Stradivarius. It's a very rare 300-year-old violin signed by its maker, Antonio Stradivari.
Aren't there only like 600 of them left in the world, Chief?
Only about 634 if you don't get this one back. What have you got on Carmen?
She's going to a river that isn't a river, whatever that means.
Zach, does the word river mean something different in another language?
Well, in German, river is Fluss. It's Kawa in Japanese. Rio is Portuguese. In French...
Wait, Rio! Zach, what about Rio de Janeiro?
Brazil?
That's a river that's not a river because it's a city.
But Rio de Janeiro means River of January. The place must be named for a river.
Guess again, Zachmeister. When the Portuguese landed here in January 1503, they thought Guanabara Bay was the mouth of a river.
So they called it Rio de Janeiro even though it's completely wrong.
Whoa, so Rio is a city on a bay? It's worth a try. Player, C5 us to Rio de Janeiro.
And hook us up with an Acme detective who knows the music scene in South America.
Maestro, hello, traveling music if you please. We're heading from Austria to Brazil, a country so big it covers almost half of South America. Rio de Janeiro is home of legendary Copacabana Beach, conical-shaped Sugarloaf Mountain, and the giant statue of Christ the Redeemer on Corcovado.
Hey, Carnival!
There's nothing quite like this city-wide street dance and bash every year. Bum, 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 oh. And the tourist industry's pretty doggone happy with this little navigator for helping to put Rio de Janeiro on the map to begin with.
Having a wonderful time. Wish you were here. Found a new world today.
Hey, it's Amerigo Vespucci, the guy North and South America are named after.
Correctamundo, Zaxter! But see, it was only because Amerigo there wrote these letters back to Europe where a German mapmaker believed he had made the discoveries and named the 2 continents after him, even though he wasn't even in charge of the exploration.
Copacabana Beach, Rio. Hey, I bet Carmen doesn't strike till morning. Let's go party, sis.
Don't even think about it. Run!
Maria from Acme Rio. Get in!
You don't have to ask me twice.
With classical music, Maria.
I am going to see Carmen tomorrow night.
You know where Carmen's gonna be tomorrow night?
No, not Carmen. Carmen the Opera by Bizet. Do you like opera, Zach?
Well, yeah. Opera's a musical where they sing all the words, right? It's totally killer.
Well, I am going to hear Leora Vincent doing selections from Carmen.
A famous opera entitled Carmen. This would be just a little too hard for Carmen Sandiego to pass up, don't you think, Zach?
Maria, we gotta warn Leora. Carmen's probably about to pay her a visit.
Come on, I know where she is staying.
It's Acme Detective Agency. Miss Vincent, please open up.
Yes?
What's that sound?
It's coming from the next room.
That's Rajiv, my pianist.
Let's go. We got what we came for.
And you're what we came for, Carmen.
North America and South America were named after who? North and South America were named after Amerigo Vespucci.
Look, Claire, we're being rushed by adoring fans.
Let's give them a private concert.
Don't follow us, detectives,
or you'll get an encore.
Oh, man! That's the worst thing I ever heard!
Come on, let's find out what they took.
Okay, listen up. Here's the CrimeNet file on those two henchwomen.
Clarinette and her twin sister Coronet.
Minor crooks we busted in a lip-syncing scandal a few years back.
Well, it looks like they're expanding their repertoire, Chief.
So far, they have helped Carmen steal the Sydney Opera House, a 12-year-old prodigy's violin,
2 of Leora's opera gowns, and Rajiv's antique metronome.
Something's not right. I mean, other than the opera house, there's nothing especially Carmen-like about the other items. What's the connection?
Hot tip from CrimeNet. Hey, I've got an update. Direct from Rio de Janeiro, Leora Vincent. Let's hear it for her.
That's what I call a clue a la carte.
What? Eggs again?
Got it!
What?
My voice is gone, as if I've never practiced a day in my life.
Can I have forgotten how to play?
Zach, remember how 12-year-old Sebastian Key said he couldn't play either?
Could Carmen have found a way to steal their talent?
Musicians' nerve and muscle reactions become almost automatic with years of practice.
Maybe Carmen has somehow transferred these neuromuscular patterns into that net device we saw her carrying when she escaped.
Well, if that net can steal talent, let's hope it can return it.
We gotta find Carmen and get that net.
Wait, Chance, you're breaking up!
I'm here to announce the greatest musical theft in history. Anyone could steal a Stradivarius, but only Carmen Sandiego can steal what makes it worth listening to. Talent.
Ivy, you hear that?
Yeah, Flight of the Bumblebee by Rimsky-Korsakov.
No, in the distance, behind Carmen.
It sounds like a bell. Player, drop out the main sound and bring up the background.
A clock striking and waves lapping. It's some seacoast town with a clock tower.
Seacoast? In a world that's 3/4 ocean? I will never find her.
Come on, Maria, think. Someone singing in Italian near a famous bell tower.
Singing gondolier?
Near the clock tower in St. Mark's Square in Venice, Italy.
Player, do the C5 thing.
Okay, listen up, Clue Cruisers. You're on your way from Rio de Janeiro to Venice, Italy. Yes, let me hear.
Look, isn't that henchwoman mini-series and her boyfriend Phil M. Critic?
Yeah. And there's the most slippery con woman in the world, Lindsay Doyle.
Sharing a boat with daredevil stunt pilot Hugo First.
It is like the who's who of Carmen Sandiego backup crooks.
Let's follow him right to Carmen and put them all in the who's through.
Segui quelle gondole.
Come on.
I'll call for backup. I love doing that. Don't let Carmen escape.
Look, there's the net on stage.
We'll never get it with the Three Stooges standing guard.
Have you ever played a glass harmonica?
Sure, you wet your finger and rub it on the rim of a glass. It resonates and produces a tone. So?
To make the perfect diversion, I need to know the exact pitch at which that glass resonates. G above high C. Okay, Zach, you fill the rest of these glasses to the same level. Ivy, write G above high C in here.
I didn't take 8 years of piano lessons for nothing. But I hope Wagner won't mind us rewriting Ride of the Valkyries.
They're coming back!
I proudly give you Claire Enette and her twin sister, Coronet.
When Claire hits those high notes, get ready to rock and roll!
Gee, I think I hear the fat lady singing on this case, Carmen.
That's another way of saying the opera's over, Detective. But not for me.
Ciao.
She got away!
Well, at least we saved the Stradivarius, the Sydney Opera House.
And with this net, we'll be able to give the real musicians back their talent. My favorite opera, Rigoletto, is playing just on the canal, Zach.
Oh, maybe while we're in Venice, we should go see it.
Ivy, it is so hard to find a boy who loves opera.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they can learn, I guess.
It takes years for people to get really good at music. You can't just steal their talent and expect to get away with it, Carmen.
I did. Only your detectives kept me from enjoying the fruits of my crime.
That's music to my ears, Carmen. And next time, I'll catch you.
People, cooperation. We're making magic here. Athena Returns is going to be the biggest movie in history if we can get it in the can.
I still can't believe we're on a real Hollywood movie set, Ivy. Wow, look at all this cool stuff.
Zach, we're supposed to be looking for Carmen. CrimeNet says she's after something here tonight.
Probably Lily Marlene's autograph. You know, I saw her last movie blow up everything you see 5 times.
Anything else, detectives?
No thanks.
Great burgers.
When the bombs explode, all my atmosphere run for cover. Then we'll radio Athena in from above. Ready? And action! Cue the G!
This movie stuff is incredible. Come on, Ivy. Let's go get a better view.
Zach, the bill! Carmen Sandiego was the caterer!
No way we're leaving a tip then. This is so cool.
And bring on my star!
Look, it's Lily Marlene.
Carmen stealing the Hollywood sign?
Don't even try to steal my scene, Carmen.
Whoa, that Lily
Lily is awesome.
Nobody upstages Lily Marlene. Nobody.
The key to good acting is mystery. And I had your detectives fooled, player.
Yeah, but the real star is the one who steals the show, Carmen. And this time, it wasn't you.
We'll see about that when the final curtain falls.
Actress alive. End of discussion.
So, become her agent and give it a rest, Zach.
Well, who do you say is the world's best actress then?
Carmen Sandiego?
No way. Maybe Carmen's got great cheekbones, but...
No, Zach! Carmen Sandiego!
Whoa!
And those are two of her henchmen!
For a stuntman's best friend, instant cloud 9.
Hit the deck! Ah! Oh, look out!
That's ex-Hollywood stuntman Ace Bandage and his sidekick Stand In. Oh, great. Now what do we do?
See Carmen Sandiego starring in her next theft with googly eyes?
What kind of clue is that? Player, quick! Info scan eyes.
Why didn't you say so, my little ophthalmologist? The human eye is a true marvel. When the pupil lets in the light, not that kind of pupil, but okay. Then the light travels through the lens and reaches the retina. Then the optic nerve, that squiggly little guy there, carries the image to the brain, assuming you got one. And cheese and crackers, we get movies in the head of everything we see.
Maybe we're eyeing this clue all wrong. Carmen's silhouette eye is wearing makeup that looks Egyptian, like Cleopatra, famous queen of the Nile.
Whoa, major brainwave, sis. That part about googly eyes, that's a line from a Shakespeare play, Antony and Cleopatra.
Those his goodly eyes, now bend, now turn the office and devotion of their view upon a tawny front.
But what does the clue mean? Shakespeare's pretty confusing.
Well, yeah, when you first hear it, because that's the way people spoke in England back in the 1500s. But his plays are way cool, with a ghost in Hamlet, and like these 3 wild witches in Macbeth, and all kinds of magic powers in Midsummer Night's Dream.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Looks like Carmen's been bitten by the showbiz bug. Everything seems to be about actors and stuff, Ivy. I mean, we're talking about Carmen using ex-Hollywood stuntman Ace Bandage, a humongous billboard starring herself, a speech from Shakespeare,
and makeup, like actors used to play different characters.
The way Carmen did last night.
Hey, Zach, check out the hieroglyphs. What do you want to bet that's an ancient Egyptian makeup kit? The Egyptian eye, the quote from Antony and Cleopatra, the hieroglyphs?
Player, quick! Info scan museums where we can find a makeup box like the one on the billboard. Egypt, Cairo Museum, the makeup box! Bingo! Player, C5 us to Egypt.
Zach and Ivy, come on down! You've just won an all-expense-paid trip from Hollywood to Cairo, the capital city of Egypt and the largest city on the continent of Africa. Yes, crime dogs. While you're clue-busting in Egypt, don't miss the massive pyramids, the mysterious Sphinx, also massive, and the longest river in the world, the incredible Nile. Makeup fashions haven't changed that much in 4,000 years.
Yeah, and back then both Egyptian women and men wore makeup.
Not this dude.
Makeup was for protecting their skin and eyes from the sun, Zach, like we use sunscreen today.
And ancient Egyptian girls just couldn't respect a guy who didn't know how to put on his own mascara. They used oil from the castor plant, eyeshadows from local minerals, and get this, to outline their eyes, these BC fashion pharaohs used crushed ant eggs, everybody! Okay, next stop, Egypt. A country so dry, some places go without a single drop of rain for several years at a time.
Hold it right there, Carmen.
Glad to see you could make my opening night, detectives.
What did ancient Egyptians sometimes use for makeup to outline their eyes? The ancient Egyptians sometimes used crushed ant eggs as eyeliner.
Run, Zach!
No problem!
Can't go this way.
Whoa! Ivy! Ivy! Mummy to the rear!
استنى وقف هدول اصحاب كارمن ما تخليهم يهربوا
Couldn't have gotten too far. There she is.
Ivy, she's on a motorcycle. What are we supposed to do with these?
They're bikes. You pedal.
I knew Cairo had more people than any city in Africa, but I didn't know they all lived on this street.
It's the morning market. I was counting on it to help slow Carmen down, not us. There she is, Zach!
What's she doing? Wow! Beat it!
Get away! She's heading up the Nile. Let's get a boat.
Ivy, the Nile is over 4,000 miles long. She could be anywhere from Lake Victoria to the Mediterranean Sea. What do we have here, little fella?
Hey, what's that?
A message from Carmen. Hey, maybe it'll tell us what she's gonna do with that makeup kit. There's show business like no business and then these symbols.
They look kind of like Egyptian hieroglyphs. Pictures that stand for words. There's show business like no business in lock 0 foot? Player, info scan the first picture here. Bring up, famous locks.
The earliest known lock is a 2,000-year-old Egyptian lock.
But Carmen's just taken her own Nile Express out of Egypt, Chief. She's after something else.
Okay. Next up, there are locks that help boats travel up a canal. The locks in the Panama Canal are among the most famous in the world. Talk about shortcuts. This man-made waterway allows ships to go from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean without having to sail all the way around South America.
Zach, maybe the clue means the lock on a canal at 0 foot.
0 foot?
Player, bring up an elevation map. Yeah, see? Some maps show by how many feet above or below sea level a certain place is.
So?
So, we just have to find a canal lock at 0 feet above sea level.
But Carmen stole a makeup kit. And the other part of the clue is about show business. A canal just doesn't fit.
I have to figure everything out.
Do you believe these two?
Isn't this wrong? There's show business like no business should be there's no business like show business.
She mixed up the no and the show.
Or she means a no show as in the 600-year-old no theater of Japan. They still perform those plays in Kyoto.
Kyoto! The city of Kyoto is on Honshu Island in Japan.
That's gotta be it. There's show business like no business in Kyoto.
Woohoo! Player, C5 us to the biggest no theater production in Kyoto, Japan.
You're off to the land of the rising sun, Super Sleuth.
Wow, that's Mount Fuji, one of the most famous volcanoes in the world.
And the bronze Buddha at the Todaiji Temple at Nara.
And sumo wrestlers. Can these guys pack away the groceries or what, Chief?
No theater began over 600 years ago, and it's meant to be experienced like a dream of music and color and masks.
I thought no theater was a poetic dance drama. This looks more like a championship wrestling crowd.
Something's way wrong here. The lead actors in the no theater wear masks for this show. They're saying someone just ripped off the no masks, Ivy.
Come on! They're pointing out through that garden.
Whoa! Whoa!
14th century Japanese no plays are still performed today. If you were starring in one, name something you might have to wear. To act in a Japanese no play, you might have to wear a mask.
Ivy, think of something! Fast!
I'll go high, you go low.
I hate this part. Hey, these are prop swords. And that's Ace Bandage.
We're getting pretty sick of you two bit players always showing up right on cue.
Huh? It's coming right at us!
Oh no!
Hang on! No! Whoa!
This really molds my cheese, Ivy. There are nearly 4,000 islands in Japan, and we have to crash land on one with a volcano.
Relax, little bro. Mount Fuji hasn't erupted for almost 300 years now. Now think, so far Carmen's stolen a makeup kit from Egypt, masks from a no theater in Japan.
They're both connected with actors and shows and wah! And I haven't got a clue what she could be up to. Can we just bail out of this caper?
No. There's a saying in the theater, Zach. The show must go on.
What's up, Chief?
Sometime last night, Carmen Sandiego's henchmen stole the entire Odeon of Herodotus Atticus in Athens, Greece.
The whole Greek amphitheater?
Hey, we saw Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet there last summer.
What's going on? Something's breaking into our frequency.
See Carmen Sandiego. Spot announcement. Take one.
Carmen's taken over our transmitting frequency.
I only need one take. Come see Carmen Sandiego in her greatest theft ever. It's only 2 fins, so don't miss it, detectives.
Only a fin? That's either a 57 Chevy or 1920s slang for a $5 bill.
Or does she mean Finn, people from Finland?
Player, access video memory banks and rewind that message. Freeze frame. What is that place? It looks like huge cobblestone pavement.
More like pillars.
Player, info scan big rocks, stones, maybe pillars.
We got the Rock of Gibraltar, the pyramids, Greek columns, the Roman aqueduct, Hoover Dam, Red Rocks, Ayers Rock, Rocky Marciano. How'd he get in there?
Wait a minute. A fin! Ivy, remember when Carmen stole the Blarney Stone?
And we chased her across Ireland.
I remember this Irish legend about a giant, Finn McCool, who built a bridge to Scotland that the Irish still call the Giant's Causeway.
A spectacular rock outcropping on the coast of Northern Ireland. This ancient volcanic formation has nearly 40,000 stone columns.
That's it! That's where Carmen is!
Aye, don't you know, it warms the cockles of me heart to see you wandering from a Japanese island in the Pacific all the way to Northern Ireland up in the Irish Sea.
Zach, look! Carmen Sandiego's putting on a show starring Lily Marlene?
I don't get this. Why would Carmen go to all the trouble to steal a makeup kit, those masks, this whole theater?
And then hire Lily Marlene to star in a play.
Yeah, I figured Carmen wouldn't be much of a Lily Marlene fan after she busted up her robbery at the Hollywood sign.
You're right. If Carmen is gonna put in an appearance, you can bet it'll only be to upstage Lily this time.
Can you tell us where the lead actress is?
She's up on the catwalk ready for a big finale. You extras better get in place.
That must be Carmen! If my hunch is right, the best way for Carmen to upstage Lily would be to get the rave reviews for herself! Now! Lily Marlene?
Give me back my mask.
But how?
This is the last time I do a show on the road.
Wow, we were totally wrong.
Maybe not totally. Listen.
What happened?
If this is the real Lily, then that's the real Carmen.
won't be satisfied until she reveals who she really is and gets the applause for her little stunt.
Now, to show them all that being the world's greatest thief sometimes takes being the world's greatest actress.
Let's get her first.
Not so fast, Carmen.
I invited you to see the performance of a lifetime, not take part in it.
Zach, quick! Off the stage!
Get her!
Hurry, hurry! You wouldn't want to miss my final bow.
What?
I don't believe it!
Well, at least we stopped her from getting the applause she wanted for upstaging Lily and saved the stolen items.
Check it out. Carmen became an actress and Lily became a thief.
What do you mean?
There she is, stealing the applause Carmen's earned. And the world will never know it.
My detectives beat you out of your big moment, huh, Carmen?
Don't get too cocky, player. I'm thinking of making a comeback. And next time, I'll steal more than the show.